After a month of exploring the indigenous Mayan land of Guatemala, it was time to hit the road again and head for the tiny Pacific coast country of El Salvador. Got a ride! Yes! We were just driving through a village and the lady who's sat in the passenger seat has just explained to me that 2 years ago this whole village was destroyed by the volcano next to Acatenango where I climbed the other day. 2 years ago there was a massive explosion and this whole village was destroyed by all the lava and all the people died that lived in the village. The 2018 eruption of Fuego volcano, which literally translates as the fire volcano, caused 165 deaths and destroyed every single house in the village. Even 2 years later, the damage to the land was extremely visible and there wasn't a single rebuilt house in sight, everything remaining burnt and undeveloped. In another massive city, which is a hitchhiker's worst nightmare, but I'm just gonna walk and try and get a bus out, I think. Or if there's any cars stopped on the road, I'll ask them, but it's gonna take me about 3 hours to walk out of here, so. We're at the border and I'm in a tuk-tuk with this guy who I just met. I've got that pre-border anxiety. I don't know a single backpacker who likes borders. I don't know what it is about them, but they just make my heart beat. So I just gave the guy my passport and I don't have a stamp in my passport from when I entered Guatemala. I don't understand what's happened. I have my stamp from leaving Mexico, but I think at the border they must have not stamped my passport and now I don't know what's going to happen.
Can I take a picture with you?
Okay, so they were saying that I needed to go back to Mexico if I wanted to get the stamp, and I obviously would not accept that, and so I kind of was trying to make myself cry because, you know, when you put the tears on it kind of helps. And then I said, is there no way that I can have the stamp here? Because he put like a stamp on a piece of tissue and said this is the stamp you need. So I was thinking, okay, well he has the stamp, he can give it to me. And then he's saying that it's 400 quetzales, which is about £50. And then I'm just begging and begging and begging, and I'm going to continue to beg, and I'm not paying for it, and I'm not going back to Mexico. Like, I absolutely refuse. And I'm gonna, yeah, I'm not giving up. I'll sleep here if I have to. Okay, we have a very, very, very angry Alice right now. I spoke to my couch surfer who I was meant to stay with in El Salvador, and he told me that this is a really common problem, and what happens is when I crossed from Mexico to Guatemala, the guy would have pretended to put a stamp in my passport, and so I watched him stamping my passport, and actually he didn't stamp it at all. There's 2 birds in my room. And actually he didn't stamp it, and so he pretends to stamp it, and then those border people are working with the people on the border on this side of the country so that the people here ask me to pay them to make the stamp so they can do it illegally, and I just give them money to do it. And so it's all like a plan, and they're all working together just to make more money. And so anyway, I've blown my chances with even paying now because I had my camera out earlier, and so now they like won't do it because it's illegal and they don't want to be on camera. But a guy told me that tomorrow at 10 AM they change all the security over because they work in like 8-day shifts, and tomorrow there's a new load of staff. So I'm gonna go tomorrow and hope for the best and not blow my chances by being really cheeky and trying to get it cheaper and trying to get it free and filming and like I'll just accept whatever they say, which is so tragic. Oh, they're not birds, they're bats. Okay, I want to try and film this. No, it's gone. Okay, I've got 3 bats flying around my room. I went out in search of some dinner to try and calm my bad mood, not planning to stay out for long as it was not a town I felt at all safe in.
Then I met Olga, a crazy little Nicaraguan girl whose family ran a small restaurant, and we became best friends for the night.
So I've met Obra is the nombre? Olga, who has saved me from my bad mood, and she's just the cutest girl.
Estoy aquí en Pedro de Alvarado, somos nicaragüenses. Por aquí está mi madre, aquí estamos todos en familia. La conocimos el día de hoy a ella.
¡Ay, periodista! ¡Sí! Podemos ir y ser periodistas juntos.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Yo me llamo Olga. Este es el país más maravilloso del mundo, pero hace mucha calor. Yo soy de Nicaragua, aquí está mi madre, aquí estamos todos en familia. Los queremos mucho, me gusta mucho la música de Jenny. Adiós.
She took me to what felt like every single house in the town, introducing me to everyone she knew. Like me, she also wanted to be a journalist and adored talking to the camera, explaining in detail everything we passed by.
Se llama chicharrón, es de cordero.
Deliciosa. Yo probé esto, creo que. Sí.
Se lo venden en el mercado porque si su hija quiere ir allá con nosotros hasta el mercado a conocer todo eso, la vamos a llevar. Nosotros no vamos a decir que no porque es una nueva amiga de nosotros, ya le dio el número de mi mamá y gracias. ¿Qué andas haciendo por estos lados de Pedro de Alvarado? ¿Vas a un lugar bueno, sí o no?
Puedo ir a Salvador mañana, pero no sé porque tenía muchos problemas con mi pasaporte. Entonces espero aquí en el hotel muy barato para una noche y tengo una amiga muy buena.
Hola, soy Olga, me llamo Olga, hola.
Y sí, ojalá puedo ir mañana a las 10. It's nearly 10 a.m. and that means the security guards would have changed over, so I'm gonna pack all my and try and get to El Salvador. Okay, I'm gonna go to the security office now and no filming, so well, they just looked at my passport for ages, asked me for 200 quetzales, which is like £20, stamped it and let me through. Easy peasy. Honestly, I don't know what yesterday was all about.
As soon as I had crossed the border, I asked a truck driver if I could go with him, and my journey through El Salvador had begun. Press subscribe to see more videos from my hitchhiking journey from Mexico to Colombia.